I am Francois Lurton. I come from Bordeaux. I am an old family of producers of Bordeaux, and I produce wines in several countries in the world today.
So, Francois, you're making wines now in Argentina, in Chile, in Portugal,
and in Spain and France, in the Languedoc and in the Armagnac region at the moment.
In Portugal, you're in the Douro.
I am in the Douro, in the Portugal. I have two small quintas and along the river, who give me very interesting grapes.
What do you find when you go to a region like the Douro, for example, and you grew up and your family base is obviously in Bordeaux? What do you find is the biggest difference in terms of the mentality of producers and the growers there?
Every country and every growers, they have their own mentalities. They all have mentalities adapted to their terroir and their climate. But there is in between the Latin people like Portuguese and French, there is not so much difference of mentalities. And at Bordeaux, we have a lot of people from Portugal who work with us in the vineyards. So I had already an idea of the mentality of the Portuguese. I have found more difficulties to adapt for the Spanish myself personally, and also with the Argentinians. The Argentinians have really a character very different than the others. In middle of the Latin, I must say. The Chileans are more flexible, but you find some people very tough also in the southwest of France. You know, the people from the Armagnac. We used to say that the Gascon, they have a bit the head a little bit tough head.
Right.
I don't know if you say that in English.
Yeah.
And so there is every country has, including France, we have our characters.
I'm sure. Well, the Bordelais, I'm sure, have their own character as well, and obviously your family is extremely established there. What do they think when you come back to Bordeaux and you say, oh, you've got to try when you say to your father Andre, you've got to try this wine I've made from Argentina, or when you say to your Pierre, is your cousin, I would think, you would say to him, try this wine from the Douro. What do they think? What is the reaction?
So no, when you bring a wine from the Douro at Bordeaux, there is no doubt. The people are ready to try because they know the history of the Douro, which is as big as Bordeaux, and it's a huge story, and they know the port region and everything. They are much more open-minded than when you bring a wine from Argentina, for example, or from Chile, because that is very far. Something that they never heard of. Many of the Bordelais are blinkers, and so they don't like to see something else than Bordeaux. And that is more difficult to let them try things which are from far abroad. From Spain, eventually, Portugal, they are quite more open. My cousin Pierre will say immediately, yes, I want to try, because he's very open-minded. He follows projects in Argentina, in South Africa also. So he's a bit like me, he knows the world. My father, we brought him in all the properties around the world. It has helped us to do this investment in Argentina also. So my father is still a big defensor. He's defending all the properties from Bordeaux. But he's open to try things and to see what his children are doing in the rest of the world.